Hi, my name is Geoui. I'm a global product manager at Kajen, where I'm taking care of a range of products for, let's say, protein sample preparation. So these are products for the research laboratories, pharma companies, to help them deal with their samples.
Hello, my name is Rieger from Switzerland. My responsibility is platform manager for Kajen Instruments. We are responsible for the bio-robots. These are so-called machines to automatize these biological processes which he is responsible for.
Well, let's put it like that. I'm a scientist by training. So when I started at Kajen, I started in the global product management department where we do marketing. So I had no clue about marketing. So basically, coming to this MBA, my goal was to learn the basics of business. And well, I mean, so far after almost 2 years, I think we covered a wide range of topics. Well, a lot of IT, obviously, but also all the other like marketing, strategy, finance. And for me, given my background, it's very complementary and it's a very good addition to my former education, let's say.
Yeah, I can totally agree. So I'm an engineer and I studied basically only the basics of administration and business processes. So it was really challenging to learn some things about the IT processes, supply chain management, and the SAP module, for example, was something completely new for me. So this was really quite interesting and enriching for the future management skills.
Well, it's quite different. I mean, obviously each teacher has its own style. Some are more communicative than others, some want to involve more of the class than others, and obviously there is also a big difference between the teaching style in Germany and in the US. Can't say one is better than the other, it's different, it's complementary, and well, I quite enjoy it.
Yeah. I remember perfectly in Boston, for example, pure entertainment with Professor Dawson. This was quite exciting, and he teaches us very interesting topics about supply chain, and this was pure entertainment. So this is completely different from the German style, but the German style as well has some specific strengths, so it's a good mix.
Yeah. If I can add something, it's, let's say in Germany it's a bit more theoretical, so we go more into the details, the theory, the books, and here in the US, well, we don't really do theory, it's case studies, so we really study a specific thing, but then while you're studying that, you have to dig deeper and then find more about the theory, but on your own, and then while you're discussing the case with a professor. So once again, it's a very different approach, but both have their advantages and weaknesses.
Yeah.
Well, time management, boss expectation management, family expectation management. So there are a lot of things. I mean, yeah, of course, we only have 24 hours per day, many things to do. And while we are studying, of course, when we are away from work, work is piling. I'm lucky enough to have a very supportive boss and a very supportive wife. So let's say, I think that these are two very important things, really, to engage your environment into this, because you're not alone into this thing. And I really enjoyed it, but I'm very happy to see the end after 2 years of hard work.
Yeah, it's quite challenging. So the work-life balance is quite narrowed. So you have quite in these 2 years not so much free time. We have to read a lot of stuff and a lot of program materials. So free time was really reduced, and I'm also very glad if in December this program stops, hopefully with the graduation ceremony for us.
Well, once again, I just want to reiterate that a lot of us in Kajen, we have a scientific background, so we really had, or let's put it like that, we all do a job which is different from our basic education, and we had to learn on the spot during the job. And well, you don't always know the theory behind. So for me, for instance, I learned a lot about the theory on marketing. So very basic stuff like the Porter 5 forces, how to do a SWOT analysis, how to define a strategy, how to connect all the dots. And basically, these are things that I was doing. I was doing that by copying what we used to do in my department, but now I really have the theoretical basis, and it's really helping me to better understand and to, let's say, to go to extra step and do it better.
Yeah, I can totally agree, because we've learned, for example, project management, change management principles, and also we digged deep into marketing and finance, for example. This was completely unknown for me before. As an engineer, you only have this tiny little bit of finance in your studies. So I think it was absolutely helpful to make a holistic manager out of me, you know. So I was only really reduced within what I was doing, and I always found certain boundaries. And now the horizon has really opened for me.
Well, I mean, nothing is perfect, everything can be improved, but I'm quite glad that this program is organized the way it is organized. What I mean by that is that I think it's very manageable within this program to work and to study at the same time. So let's say the way the modules are programmed, the time we have in between is okay. I mean, we are not drawing. What could be improved? Well, I mean, to have maybe material a bit more in advance, to have more time to prepare the thing. But well, here again, you can argue that, okay, when is the best time to send a book? For instance, is it 6 months before a course start? So I don't know what's the best. So obviously, we were the guinea pig for this program. Let's see how it goes for the next group after us.
Yeah, I think the master thesis, for example, is something which my boss really was waiting for, because this is something we definitely will implement in our company. So everything can be improved, but I think the support of our company was quite good. So my boss gave me free time to travel to the US, for example. I'm now 2 times here in the US, and so it is quite good. So hopefully the next class will have a similar experience.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just that after 2 weeks of module, I have this level of energy left. But I would say there is plenty of time during your 24 hours. So you have like 10 hours of studying within the class, then 5 hours or something of extra homework, and then whatever you can cope with extra leisure time. And also, I mean, the group work are kind of fun. I mean, yeah. It's work, but it's fun at the same time.
Well, the weekend was free for having some excursions in the Everglades, for example. We had a little bit of visit of Naples, and so there was time. So I would wish that we don't have so much homework, but maybe this is the nature of the program. Yeah, it's part of the game. Yeah. But in general, I would say, yeah, we have in Würzburg, for example, we had some visits of restaurants and bars, and that's quite fun.
Mm-hmm.